Welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders 2! We've finally defeated Atlas, the Major General of Hargon's army. This means that we've brought the entirety of Hargon's army low. And we're finally at peace. Malroth is cutting quite a lonely figure that far out. And though we have our own problems, and of course, I'm worried about our bro, we should take a moment to appreciate how happy all these people are. And that everything we've done, everything we've worked for this chapter, has been to make them as happy as they are now. Finally, living in a world without eternal war. So while they're all having a good time, we're to go talk to Anessa, who draws the celebrations to a close. Sure am. Yeah. Honestly, I believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly. I completely believe that he doesn't understand why he said the things that he did. He didn't mean the things that he meant, and he knows that we've been there for him this entire time. I think that voice is getting to him. I think what has been happening with us, because it's shown each time we become a better builder, he falls a little farther towards destruction. And over the course of this chapter, we've just been spiking that up more and more, and he's dealing more and more with everyone praising building and hating destruction, even though he can't build. All he's good at is destruction. So I think that voice has been getting to him. And I think he's starting to think things that he knows he shouldn't think. I mean, I've been trying. And boy, have they earned it. It's gonna be rough for the people in Moonbrook. This is all they've known. This is all their society has ever revolved around. Where do you even go when you have to start from nothing? Alright, I've still got that. It's complicated. Kind of a weird thing about this game, I feel, is the notion of completing and starting quests. Which, like, everything comes down to quests. You do a little quest and you go out and do a thing. Even the main story is done in quests like that. Which isn't weird in and of itself. The weird part is when they complete a quest and then they start a new one with the same NPC. So you finish talking to someone and then immediately start talking to them again. Like, it cancels out and gives you control and then is like, by the way, talk to me again. And this leads to a lot of repeated dialogue. This has been throughout the entire game. It leads to a lot of repeated dialogue where when you talk to them to start the new quest, they'll kind of just repeat what they said at the end of ending the previous quest. And I understand on one hand that's to give you a break, so you can run around and do things, and maybe you can come back to them then and talk to them again, and kind of be reminded where you are if it's been a little while. But on the other hand, I feel like you could just cut some dialogue, lump those two together, and just move straight on into the next quest. That way, at the end of the day, by the time you have control again, you have a little marker on your map that tells you where you have to go. We were! That's the whole reason we came here! Heck yeah. So this is kind of interesting, and it was another tell for Warwick being the spy. Every other character had some degree of character development. When they first showed up, they were like, nah man, I don't like building, I hate it. And then they come around slowly and go, well, I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's like, we gotta build this thing. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean that. Okay, fine, I'll build. Like, everybody had some degree of character development. And even Anessa, there was a lot of prodding about her lack of development. But it was brought to attention that she just kept stating, I refuse to build. I refuse to take part in this. Warwick had, like, no development. But the funny thing is, he was never pro-building. From the second you showed up, he said, I will fight for you. And then every step after that, it's been, this is gonna be to save Moonbrook. This is gonna be to end the war in Moonbrook. He never he mentioned the requirement for building things. Like, yeah, we gotta go do this. We have to build this thing. You know how often he said that he felt inspired to build? That he wanted to build? That like, man, I've just gotta sit down and start building stuff. Like every other NPC? I don't require him saying that at all. Maybe once after I rang a bell that he said like, I almost feel like building more or something. But like, I think that was another tell that like, he really never expressed any love for building. Or developing that or anything. Like, he was the exact same character second one as he was at the end. And that character was pretty blank. Because he couldn't show us his personality, because his personality was, I'm betraying all of you. Hey! So we are these people we get to talk to, and we get to see who's coming with us. Look at all of them. It's gonna be cool. Malroth, man. Dang it. Anyway, before we do that, I ran down and mapped out this area down here, and there is a duder. There's a little thing I missed. I knew there was going to be one of these things up here, and I just always figured, well, I'll just run back and explore the top and map all of this later, and then that opportunity never really came. Yeah, look at this noise. So we got a door on either side, and they're not... I don't think they're going to let me move the door. Nope. Which means we have to rotate the entire room. So, it's just... no. Just a matter of moving everything to its opposite corner. I'm gonna move the pots down here just to get them out of the way. So the bed's in the corner. Torch is up high next to the bed. I actually wanted to grab the table. There's a gap between those, and the pots are flat against the wall. We did it. Man, we got so many mini medals. So while I'm up here, somebody in the comments mentioned or asked if I was going to rebuild Middenhall Castle like I did Moonbrook Castle. I was going to revamp that bad boy. And that would be a heck of an undertaking. And I'm not necessarily as inclined to do it, I feel, because I gain nothing from it. Specifically, if I build up Moonbrook Castle, that's where we worked. That's where we lived. That was our base. Building that up meant we could run around in a much nicer area. We could run around and feel more defended. This is way the heck out here. In the middle of nowhere. Nobody's using this. Nobody's even out here. I think all the NPCs have even disappeared. Let's go find out, actually. But I'm pretty sure they all disappeared when we started talking to the king. Yeah, the place is empty now. On top of that, we're not going to be spending any time here. This is well after the fact. Like, we're about to leave this island and rarely, if ever, come back to it. So we're going to be spending no time here. It's not serving any purpose doing it, and it would be a lot of work just to kind of have something that looks nice. But here's my thinking. I would be willing to do it for you guys, but it's not something that I'd be willing to do for myself. So, maybe, I don't know, I'll gauge interest, but maybe I'll, like, stream doing this or something. I think that'd be interesting, instead of doing it in my own time, and just kind of showing you a completed castle, like, streaming, slowly working on building this thing back up. That'd be kind of neat, I guess. I feel like there should be another warp point down here, but there's not, as far as I know. Oh, somebody also pointed out that the ogre guys out here had another quest marker, like I was supposed to talk to them twice or something, but I proceeded on, and it advanced anyway, so it couldn't have been that important. And I know sometimes you get the little exclamation point that just says, like, hey, talk to this guy to be told where to go, which may have been it. I haven't checked the video back to double check that one. So, yeah, anyway. Back we go. The heck are you doing way out here? Alright, let's go back and talk to everybody. Man, got everybody grouped up right there. Hey, King. Oh my goodness, King, do you want to come? Just, sorry, entire kingdom, taking your king. You know, there's a lot of people that can overhear this. Heck yeah! Well, I didn't expect to be able to take the king. I got other things to do. Oh man, do you want a high five? Let's do it. Heck yeah. Oh, okay, so the other chapters had, like, I mean, they kinda, like, shipped you and Babs in chapter 2, and then she left you for a golem, but this friggin' chapter is, like, the subtle everyone is shipped with you chapter. Just friggin' Esther going, can I stay by your side? You sure can, Esther. What else we got? Why, thank you. I'll 110% ship us and Zara. I'll jump right up on that one. Like, I like that she doesn't stand out, that she's not, like, a giant important character or whatever. She's just there doing her best, and is excited to help out. I sure will. Heck yeah. Can you stay? Thank heavens. Dang it. I want to say no so bad. I'm shipping you back here as soon as I can. I think you can say no and, like, leave him here, but I should bring him along. We can ship him back later. I'm gonna be honest, Jeremiah, I wasn't actually paying attention to what you said. I was imagining shipping our friend back. I was imagining that. I sure will! Like, even though everybody was... Come on, zoom out. Zoom out. Even though everybody was super suspicious the whole time, and you're wondering, like, who's the friggin' guy gonna be, I feel like my second playthrough, knowing who it was, preemptively, I could commit myself a little bit more to everybody. And you really got to know a lot of these guys. Like, we're seeing Jeremiah run around and Jerome run around, and the two of them competing with each other. Like, those guys are cool guys. There's no way one of them's gonna be the friggin' traitor. I don't believe it. Look at these two old idiots just going out doing their best. You guys are alright. And like Esther, I didn't believe Esther was gonna be it for a second. I didn't really believe Zara was gonna be it for more than about 3 seconds, because they just kind of left her as a background character. It was like all the main cast, I really felt like it's not gonna be any of them. So I felt more like they were just too friendly in a genuine way. And they all felt like more genuine people. Like, at the end of the day, it was Warwick who he sort of always felt like he had an agenda. And though you suspected his agenda was convincing everybody to end the war and kind of like working in that way, and he just really wanted to end the war, it didn't stop that feeling that like he still had kind of an agenda. And Anessa was the other one, that it always felt like Anessa was hiding something from you. And at the end of the day, she was. She was just, what she was hiding from you was that she's actually a good person. So I feel like by the end, like, the chapter made you suspicious of everybody, but, and maybe I'm just a good read of people. Actually, I know I'm actually a pretty good read of people, for the most part. But by the end of it, it was really down to... I suspected Anessa, because Warwick had been our bro kind of from the start, but really it was going to be either Anessa or Warwick, because both of them were hiding something. Heck yeah, Jerome, let's go! Bringing all my war buddies back! Honestly, he probably is the most experienced soldier we'll ever find. If this has been a never-ending war, then he's been doing it all his life. And as the oldest person here, aside from maybe Jeremiah, yeah, he's got more experience than anybody else. And Jeremiah spent a lot of time as a spy, and as, like, a mage and stuff, so not, like, in there with the war. And that's everybody. Not a lot left, really. Everybody's coming with us. Except the king and all of the kind of generic soldiers. And this guy. I almost feel bad that they treat these two as generic soldiers, because they have more identity than all the other generic soldiers. But hey. Alright, Anessa. Well, I mean, this castle's fine, but there's a whole lot of towns out there that need built. And I feel bad because everybody else I did kind of build up that rapport with in getting to know them, but not Anessa. Because we've spent the whole chapter with her having a front up. So this feels kind of sudden that she's supposed to be like your best bud, when we haven't, like, really known you for very long. But, like, now that everything is done, she's just so honest about everything that, like, you still gotta kind of like her. Do not forget to collect all the traps that you have made before we leave. Take everything. Take everything. I made the mistake, my first playthrough, of saying, oh, well, I don't want to destroy, like, everything. I'll just take, like, maybe some of these and maybe some of these, because I'll need some of these. Take everything. Okay, that's pretty much everything. I left a couple torches out here, and I'll leave these in here just as a sign of what once was. And I got 4 of them anyway. Those are probably going to be the least important thing that you grab. The most important thing that you grab is the watchfires. Friggin' grab the watchfires. Don't just worry about grabbing a couple traps here and there. But torches, I feel like that'll leave this area at least a little bit lit. This will be open up, boxed those up again. And now, the whole castle can turn this into a kind of open bazaar or something. They could hold events. Or have merchants selling things. Like, there's all kinds of things they could do with that space other than be ready for war. But that's everything. We grabbed everything we had. So let's take one last look at Moonbrook Castle. There may be a chest up here. Yep. One last look at Moonbrook Castle and everything that we've done for it. Man, that's a fancy looking castle. So somebody asked if I'm the kind of person who, or they hoped that I was the kind of person who gets some sense of calm out of doing repetitive tasks. And to a degree, I am. To a point, of course. But I think also it's that I just really wanted to play this game, but I have a hard time excusing myself doing something for fun. Like, I feel like I always have to be working. And if I always have to be working, then it's difficult for me to feel good playing something for fun. But doing something like this, since it was for the videos and for you guys, and because we were going to be running around with this for so long, it felt like I was preparing it for work. So it was nice, because I had a way to play this game when I wanted to just play it. But also I could make an excuse for that in my own mind. So that's Moonbrook Castle. Take everyone back down now and say goodbye. There we go. How you doing, Brownbeard? Yes, Esther especially. Or maybe they mean Jeremiah. Or, I don't even know that friggin' bard's name. That's how little I care about him. You know, war. Yeah, Moonbrook is actually connected to a lot of places that this ain't connected to. Man, look at them all there. Still got 3 medics, 4 guards. No, 3 medics, 2 medics. Sorry, the guy in the green hat threw me. 2 medics, 6 guards, and 4 royal guards. Not bad when you're not at war. I mean, granted, that's the whole of citizenry, though, is soldiers. And the king's really stepped up, too. Like, the king seemed a little aloof at the start, but, like, probably as his memories came back, he got more serious and more confident and more knowledgeable as time went on. And by the end, he's still got a little bit of goof in him, but he's also just kind of an upstanding guy. And even an apology from the king on behalf of all of Moonbrook for treating him poorly. I mean, everything's going well, but man, Malroth. And I mean, that voice has been telling him every step of the way that he's a god. It's between him getting more and more powerful and that voice finally getting to him. I don't think it's him. You know? I think it's something in him starting to wake up. Where's everybody coming from? Oh, right, they're all in bunny suits. I mean... I'm not sure if I want to put all the crumbled ton people back in their original outfit or not. Alright then, back we go. Oh yeah, we even got like all the other people out here. Everybody came! Even the dogs and farmers! Everybody! Wow, yeah, that's so cool. By the way, I did a little bit of work. Just a little bit. So I pushed it back, added a little fountain, a little introduction. Overall, just made the house way larger. Got trees in the corner with the grass coming down. Everything is still half underwater because I like the idea that I really like this grass underwater feel. So we got all our crafting stuff right here at the start. Got all the weird stuff here between the dyeing things and the dye removers. Got a library over here. I kept everything open concept, so I just used these things to divide the rooms. Yeah, got a big old library over here that looks all fancy. Got a bathroom over here. All I had was pots, though. I couldn't figure out how to make a toilet. Got the showers over here. Got all kinds. Got the big ones and the knobs. The showers. I put in a mirror so you could see yourself. Oh, what's that you say? Privacy? Psh, privacy. Got a dining room here, which funnily enough is only considered an enormous plaza and not a dining room, because despite the fact that this seats 18, you technically have to have 4 dining table things in order for it to count. And because there's only 3 tables, there's only 3. And then we have the kitchen over here, which is also not actually a kitchen, because to be an actual kitchen, you have to put down a chest, but if I have anybody in my party temporarily, I don't want them hecking around with my stuff, so I'm just not gonna. Otherwise, that's a kitchen. And then upstairs here takes you to the bedroom, the private bedroom, where I got like the little changing room. I got a bed that I can sleep in. I can't rest now because I have like 8,000 people following me. But yeah, redid the home. Meant to open the thing. Didn't get it out in time. So with that said, let's take our crew. One last thing over here. Is if you look up while you're in here, you can see the... If I can get on, can I stand on something? There we go. You can see I've got some, like, some leaves up there in the ceiling, some branches kind of coming out, and the little things draping down. I think ideally I would want to make more ball-like trees instead of just a flat roof, but, oh boy, getting those, like, 3 things to come down was a pain in the tuchus. Maybe I'll do it if I get bored, but I'm really not that concerned about it. Anyway, let's take our whole crew. Yeah, you know what? Let's save that for next time. Until then, everyone, we've got all of our friends from Moonbrook, and we're taking them all to see the Hairy Hermit. We're going to be formally introduced and even give him a place to live. It's going to be great. Till next time, everyone.